So many Christians, they have been brainwashed. And I dare to say this. We have been talking of Al-Shabaab, sijui brainwash, sijui akina nani, watoto wetu, sijui nani. But so many Christians, they have been brainwashed by these so-called men of God. Why? So that they can fulfill their interests. So ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, welcome to Bamase TV. This is where we talk about real life and the issue that we are facing every day. So wherever you are, if it's a morning, good morning. If it's an evening, good evening. If it's all about night, how is your night? I believe God has kept you and your family and whatever you normally do every day. So may God bless you so much. We are so grateful. We are so honored to have you. Thank you for following us. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. And if this is the first video that you're watching, kindly down there on the subscription button, subscribe. Every time tunawekelea video, itakuwa ina kunotify ya kwamba kuna kitu mpya kwa Bamase Show or TV. My name is Bamase Mutahi and karibuni sana sana. Ladies and gentlemen, Pastor Amos is dead. He is no more. Maybe you're asking, who is this Pastor Amos? First, Pastor Amos is not his real name. This is the name that was used to hide his identity. Pastor Amos, just be free. This is a guy who was sacrificing his people from his church, 6 people every year. We came to know who the Pastor Amos was after 10 years. Just to give you who he was. Pastor Amos started at the church like another pastor. And he was, as he was starting a church, there were some guys, friends, colleagues, walianza church na yeye, but different churches. And their churches were doing good, but this guy, his church was not going good. And according to his confession, he thought about it. Why is my church not working? Why other guys' church are doing fine? My church is not going good. As membership is concerned, very low turn up. He was praying for this matter. Even he came to a point of fasting. But to cut my long story short, he came to conclusion that something needs to be done. And let me tell you, my viewer and my listener, in this life that we are living, never ever try to present yourself as a desperate person. So, little did he know that somebody was watching his life. And this guy called him to Nairobi. Or did I tell you that his church was in Nyeri, somewhere in Nyeri? By the way, personally, I know where the church is because when I heard his story through the social media, I did my investigation and I came to know where the church was, and I met some few members from the church. Now, here comes this guy, a pastor. He approached him. They met in Nairobi. He was introduced to Illuminati. And during the time of agreement, he was given a form to sign. You know, there are those ball pen, zile kalamu tunafinyanga pale juu tata. Alafu unachora ama unaandika. Ukimaliza una switch off. Then you place. So he was given such a pen. And the most amazing thing, when he was using this pen, wakati alifinya tu kidogo hivi, ikamduga. Kama wakati tunaendanga kwa easy clinics or where to be tested diabetes and blah blah blah, you know what normally happen. So akafinya hiyo kitu ikamwaga damu, and he was told by that guy hiyo damu afinye mahali ana sign na akasign. So alisign na damu yake. The condition was, we will give you followers, and my listener, just listen to this good. We will give you followers, we will give you members, we will support your church with one condition. Or you'll be rewarding us with members. Well, it was not easy, ladies and gentlemen. out of desperation, out of frustrations of the life, and he wanted to be like so and so, pastor so and so. He gave in, and he started sacrificing church members. So within a year, he was supposed to give up or to sacrifice 6 people. And during his confession, he had already sacrificed 60 people because it was a lifespan of 10 years. And during these 10 years, let me tell you, my view and my listener, this guy was rich. In fact, I was talking to one of his church member, and he told me that this man was okay. When it comes to money, changing lifestyle, everything. Something happened. He was told, you know what, now you're going to sacrifice your mother and your firstborn. Now, si unaona hii kitu inakaribia. So, and akakata. He said no. In fact, he said he walked out and he decided, no, I won't sacrifice my mother, I won't sacrifice my son. And let me tell you, amazing thing. When he was doing this dabla, when he was sacrificing all those things, his wife was not aware of what was happening. In fact, she thought maybe it's a promotion, maybe it's a God's favor. So she was not aware. But unfortunately, Illuminati is not a joke. They came for his mother and his son, and they died. And that was the time that the wife and the family realized that something was not okay. Now, allow me just to take a short break. We are coming back.
Trinity Empire, we are here to make the difference.
Uwe mwibaji, uwe na talanta, tuko hapa kwa ajili yako. Tuko hapa.
We do audio and video, tuko hapa kwa ajili yako.
Tuko hapa. Tunafanya vocal training, tunafunza vyombo pia.
Trinity Empire. Trinity Empire, home of all talents.
Karibuni sana, we are back in our conversation. Now, in this whole story, why have I come to talk about this Amos? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to ask you a very simple question. Do you normally go to the church? Which church do you fellowship? When did you join the church? Number 2, how do you know your pastor? How close are you to that man of God? Maybe your pastor, maybe your apostle, maybe your reverend, maybe your archdeacon, archbishop, maybe your father, if you normally fellowship in the Catholic. How do you know those people? I was telling another group somewhere that the Christianity that we have nowadays, it is not Christianity of the Bible. I dare to say this, the gospel that is being preached to our churches is not all about the gospel of the Bible. I'm not saying that you should not be very close to your pastor, but allow me just to tell you a few things. Number 1, it is good to understand the man of God who nurture you spiritually. That is 1. Number 2, it is good to read your Bible. If your pastor, he or she is not preaching the Bible, please learn for your dear life. Why am I saying this? People are preaching their own Christianity. And I dare to say this also, that so many Christians, they have been brainwashed by this called men of God. In fact, I have been doing interviews in this channel, and I'm so sorry maybe because you don't understand our vernacular language. I have been meeting pastors, men of God, and we have been discussing this issue. And I have come to realize that something is not adding up as gospel is concerned, because this is not the gospel that is being preached. People are preaching their self-interest. And I dare to say this, open our TVs every day. Just listen to our radio, my viewer and my listener. You'll know that something is not adding up. So many Christians, they have been brainwashed. And I dare to say this. We have been talking of Al-Shabaab, sijui brainwash, sijui akina nani, watoto wetu, sijui nani. But so many Christians, they have been brainwashed by these so-called men of God. Why? So that they can fulfill their interest. And that's why, if you go to the church nowadays, the gospel, it is prosperity. That is one. Number two, you have been wished. Umelowa wewe. Tunakemea mapepo. From Sunday to Sunday, from January to December, ni mapepo tu, mapepo, mapepo, mapepo. Kwa nini? So that ili uziwe uoga, ili usikizane, uingie kwa box yake. Should I remind you about miracles? Stage managed miracles. It is not the miracle of the Bible. I'm talking stage managed miracle. They are everywhere. And you know what? According to my little research that I have been doing, these men of God, because they are in Illuminati, not all of them, those are in category of Illuminati and devil worshipping, they are given powers. So they are performing miracles. And because so many Christians, we are so desperate, we are following miracle every day. So mtumishi wa Mungu anafanya miujiza, mtumishi wa my friend. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Okay, if you normally go to the church ni sawa, and a kanisa, but let me tell you, keep watch. And when the deal is so good, think twice. Illuminati, it is everywhere, in different version. And people, they are being recruited to Illuminati and devil worshiper, or in the name of being rich, being strong, and being fame. So my viewer and my listener, continue with the church, but keep watch. So that was my view. May God bless you so much. And kindly don't forget to subscribe to our channel. God bless you so much. Asante.